All right, long ago I told you about the false prophet on 7/20/24, and Biden announces end of presidency on 7/20/21, and then the Kamala crash was 7/22. So let's tie these things in together as we are in the 11th month, approaching the 18th day, the 19th day, the 20th day of the 11th month, and these things, okay? So the 1125 connects you to the 329th day. The 329, the March 29th, connects you to the 88th day. All right, I've covered these numbers before in another fashion on some posts or whatever, but now that this time is in condensing and the things are appearing, we're going to connect these things that we've been tracking so we can understand this Lady Guadalupe, this dark virgin giving birth to the dark sun. And today is day 53 of Tiffany Trump having her baby, and she showed it on day 50. Okay, so day 54 is tomorrow, and Elon Musk turned 54 this year on 6/28. Okay, so the 55 is connected to the 55, 85, 88, 89, and 90 that connects you to the Back to the Future time travel sequence, and the Trump is the 88 time machine in one way because Trump equals 88, and Biff Tannen is based on Trump. I've gotten into these things before, the tell a vision, the prophecy within a prophecy. And these are amazing times that we live in as these things are being revealed and shown to us. And day 56 is the 11, that 11th hour, as the 11th hour is closing in on the 47, and the midnight hammer and the midnight hour, that pitch black that the lady, the dark virgin projected on the Christian camp, and those things as just a 26-foot wall of water washing out Adam, and this 26-foot wall of water is connected to your alphabet, your A to Z, your Revelation 22 to the 26 on the alphabet, which connects you to the 2026 to the 26 on the 9/11, and these other clocks that we've been tracking. And so these are the times. Y2K equals 25 to 11. And when you look at that backwards, it can be connecting us to the 11, 23, 25, 27. These things it's lining up. 11/23 on the 11 month 23 day is 7, 13, 14, depending on if you include the day or not include the day. The day 55, 11, 19 on the month and day, that's 7, 9, and 10, so that has a 19 matchup on there. Then you got the day 65, that will equal 11 also, and that's taking you to 11/29 on the count on the month and day on the false prophet, and then that's also going to be 7, 19, and 20. And then the 3/11 connects you to your old COVID stuff. That's day 11/30, which is 7/20/21, which is the false prophet day. So skull and bones. Let me see these numbers. So 11/18 is day 3/22 from hold on. Oh, 11/18 is day 3/22 of the year. So that's the skull and bones number. So that transferred to tomorrow's day for the false prophet month and day would be 7, 8, and 9, and or 7, 8, or 9. The tomorrow, the 7, 8, 9, the 2025, it's a combo clock day, and then the Brazil summit and all those things line up, and the Brazil is part of that Abraham stuff that's going on for like the new heaven and earth as the spiritual side of things comes to bring in that new spiritual nation in a way, because these projections of the spiritual nation of the Israel and the Judeo-Christian nation and stuff, those are a stolen inheritance of the spiritual nation. The 327 engine, that was in the 1962. That's taking you to the 26 on the alphabet or whatever. And then Biden's the Corvette dude. He was part of that carpenter that was bringing Mary with the donkey's back, as he was that Democrat and stuff. And that takes you to, it was introduced in 1965, that 56 and 65 goes to these numbers here. And then also Trump getting the Nobel Peace Prize today, or nomination for the Peace Prize, when Netanyahu was there. And he was just talking about the 10/7 date of Israel war start. And then today, the deadly, the Guadalupe River, it has 104 deaths being accounted for, and that 104 accounts to that temperature, going to that emergency room on one level for the little baby and such. And then you got the I'm having a brain fart. And the 104 takes you to the 10-4 alarm for the week that the Israel war started, and then that Speaker 119 and such, where the Mike Johnson happened. The peace deal was made on 1/28/2020, and we're approaching the 42 months on that, which is 7/28. And today is the 182 day of the Pasadena fire, not counting the start date. If you count the start date, then it's 183. So the 183 is a highway that runs through the Dow US. So the Dow US for the market and those things can be lining up as the crypto and the Bitcoin and stuff is all wrapped up. So the 6-month 11 day on the Pasadena fire is 7/17 or 18. That is going to take you to the 11/27, which connects you to one of those Y2K ready days. Let me see. 12 months, 8 days from the false prophet is 7/20, or wait, 7/20, let me see, the 42 months on the 128 peace deal 2020 is that 7/28/25. That's 1 month after Elon is born. He was born on 6/28, and then but that 7/28 is the 12 months, 8 days after the false prophet day. So imagine all these little coincidences, people. Okay? Either way, folks, we are here. And then 9/23, the 8 years, the woman clothed in the sun. That's all lining up too with this birth of the dark sun with Elon, and then and the American Party. And then you have 8/16 is Elvis's death date, and that was a 42, which is a 52 flip. And then that's where you have Elon Musk tied to day 53 yesterday on Tiffany showing the baby. And then that would be where he's saying Trump's with Epstein and going against Trump even more, and all those things that we've been seeing that yesterday and all whatever. But either way, folks, I just put this together not long ago. It all hit me on my bike ride home as I've been seeing these numbers today, posting them, and then all these things with the 11 or whatever, and then Dragon, the Bruce Lee Dragon. He's born on 11/27, so that's 17/18, and those types of things. So that's another 85. Like you're going, those secret 88 and 85s or whatever are hitting in one way, tying in that old clock looking back to 89 or whatever, and that's where we've seen like the fires and these things break open and the floods and whatever else. And either way, folks, guess that's it. Okay, so your Great Tribulation's breaking open, and we have these basically that tribulation, that third party, and it doesn't matter if these things stick or not. We basically have a red and a blue, a negative and a negative, and a positive and a positive, and these things are going to come, boom, and push out a new thing. Okay, and that's where this American party, where we can do the big America and those types of things, is all going to be coming. All right, so either way, we'll got to stay updated. And forgot the BRICS summit that is today in Rio de Janeiro with the Christ Redeemer statue. That statue was put up on January 1st, 1502. All right, well, that 15-2 makes a 7. So the January 1-1-7 takes you to day 53 today, which is on Tiffany Trump's baby showing, and 11-month 17th day on the false prophet with Biden. So the BRICS summit's today. So tomorrow, the 54th day, and that's the 45 on the back side on the Trump and those things as you're being taken into the reflection and the dark dawn and those types. But this can be a perfect day for that market crash, or for the Bitcoin to go poof, or however they're going to be working these things, or for the BRICS to actually turn on and the petrodollar to do whatever it's going to do. And so either way, these are those times, people.